Hi, hello, everybody. Welcome back to Party Wipe Gaming's Curse of Strahd. I am, of course, the DM, Rindis, and these are my lovelies. We are going to be down one player again today, but we are going to trek on, and hopefully nobody will die because he's not here. Oh, so sad. So once again, I'm going to have my lovely players introduce themselves and who they are playing. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey there, I'm Adam. I'm going to be playing the insane gnome, Greylord Baron. I'm just here for the ride.
I am Jay, and I am playing Thelen, the divine-blooded tiefling and squishy healer.
I'm Morthane, and I'm going to be playing Sir Gregory, the gray-haired human
Bully.
bully.
And I am Max, playing Garrick Hammerhand, the cleric, who, when he shows up, people don't die, hopefully.
Just keep showing up.
I mean, the Burgermaster died when you were
Exactly.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was no saving him. He took like 20 damage in one hit.
Also, a
Sounds like
couple
that might
bullets.
have been that might have been on me because I used Sanctuary to save Ethan.
God, you're dating him and you don't even know his name.
Right, I was about to say.
Hey, there's a difference
Okay,
between
he's hard.
dating and fucking.
True.
I can do both.
Yeah, why can't it be both?
Yeah, more if you had one job and the Burgermeister's dead.
Mm-hmm.
I heard.
It was pretty nasty.
First, he got chopped up by Ezek, then I fired a few warning shots into his dead body.
I didn't tell him about that part. Yeah, he kept missing, so all of his rounds went into the dead body.
Except for the last one.
It's like,
Last one hit Ezek straight.
Look, I was just a town guard. Technically, my job wasn't to protect him as much as protect everything. And Ezek was his bodyguard. So
Nope.
if Ezek went and just chopped up his body, then he's the one playing.
Well, he's
Well,
dead.
Sir
He's
Gregory,
dead
you
now.
have
There's-
a new duty to the Volakovich family. You have to take care of his wife.
I mean, that was
Because I already wasn't.
assumedly what he had been doing.
Because I already wasn't.
Anyways, time to get us rolling here. So last we left our heroes, you all had done a bit of leisurely exploring around the town of Valaki after finishing your conversation with Van Richten, who revealed himself to not actually be a half-elf circus ringmaster, but instead a esteemed and famous vampire hunter who is biding his time for an opportunity to take a strike at Strahd. He expressed a severe dislike of the Vistani people and, by default, to Thlen, given her relationship with a number of them. It caused a great deal of tension between her and Ismark as well, which culminated in you guys took a trip to the church and did some stuff. You got Path's body blessed with gentle repose. Our druid had gone around and visited the Watcher House and and also the junkyard, where you all got to see a strange wagon that belongs to Van Richten as well, but he did not share what he had found there, curiously enough. You all met back at the Blue Water Inn, caused some more tension between Thlen and Ismark, with some tactless conversations, as well as Raziel bonding with a horse, question mark.
Intimately.
And then you all receiving an invitation to the Watcher House because of Thlen's infernal nature or heritage, and eventually found out that the book club headed by the Watcher House family, or the Watcher family at the Watcher House, is actually a bit nefarious in their reading. They collected some of Raziel's blood for reasons and had spurred the group into being prepared to deal with Ezek should the need arise to remove the Burgermeister from power. And once you all arrived at the town square to attend the Blazing Sun Festival, such a need eventually arose as the group's intervention to Ezek deciding to be rid of Ismark and eventually the Burgermeister resulted in a mass melee in the city streets with the help of the guard moving to put down Ezek once and for all, much to the delight of the Matron Watcher and a mysterious hooded figure who seemed very, very pleased by the chaos that was created. It's late evening now. You all had retired back to the Blue Water Inn with not much else to do now that the Watchers had declared themselves the new Burgermeister and began establishing a bit of recontrol of power. The guards seemed to fall in line rather quickly. Sir Gregory found himself promptly dismissed, and everybody largely just seemed unsure of where to go from there.
So the Voloklovich family's kicked out of their house.
You could assume that.
Are they currently in the Blue Water Inn?
No.
Could one of us have, like, told them to go there?
I imagine Sir Gregory probably would have mentioned to the wife that they would need to evacuate and head somewhere safe, but by the time he arrived, the Voloklovich family, or the late widow Voloklovich, never arrived.
Did you tell them to?
Of course I told them to.
Shit. Do we have to look for them?
Yeah, this is quite broken up, Lydia.
I'm sorry?
Madam Voloklovich, I feel it is quite broken up. Death of a husband so recent.
But did you tell her to leave the city, or did you tell her to come to the inn first?
I told her plans to leave. Yeah. Perhaps she just left without us. I don't know. She's not an easy dame to read.
Not easy to read at all. But you guys are glad to see that Irina is back with the group. Ismark had taken the time to move her safely into his room. Basically, you all did not have time to head back to the house, so her stuff, whatever stuff she had, was left there, but she's been moved into Ismark's room at the Blue Water Inn.
I take out the Strahd doll, and I start casting mending on it to get rid of the burns.
Oh, okay.
And then as the char marks draw back and I can see the eyes and stuff again, am I able to put two and two together?
Give me a wisdom check. wisdom roll. And that is a 19. Well, it's not a very good doll, but given the exaggerated vampire features, you can. I mean, no, not really. It's a very exaggerated looking doll. You definitely think that this hooded figure was acting very suspicious, and he seemed to know who you were. So you could make like a logical leap if you wanted, but there's no confirmation.
Yeah, because I know it, but I don't want to like meta.
While she does this, I go outside and pick up one of the, not faulty pieces of.
You cut out.
Oh, I pick up one of the pieces of wood that aren't faulty.
Oh, okay.
Unlike at the Watcher house.
Mm-hmm.
See?
Yeah.
Not faulty. Not great.
But it would be about a little after midnight now, so if you guys were planning to do anything this evening, you would need to settle in on it now, or consider going to rest and then figuring out what to do with yourselves for the next day. Because you guys, aside from Gregory, had an agreement with the Watchers, so you don't have to worry about being ousted for any reason.
And they do owe me for their part of the pact.
What the fuck is that
Not sure I'm
noise?
comfortable with it.
I'm sorry, what? There was like some scratching noise going on outside.
Oh, I just said, and they owe me for their part of the pact, but I'm not sure I'm comfortable with it. And I'm actually going to look out. I'm going to step out in the hall and kind of look at the ravens.
Okay. There are currently... There's currently 5 ravens perched up on the rafters tonight. It looks like a number of them are pretty sleepy and just hanging out, but 2 or 3 are still kind of watching and cawing. They're looking at you guys down in the common area curiously.
So mostly to the ravens, or to my, either to the ravens or to myself, just kind of talking. Who am I to you, and what should I do?
Oh.
I'm going to go upstairs, and so that I'm more level with them.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of watch and wait, see if they react, I guess.
As you're making your way up the stairs, you can see that their attention is following you, and they seem to be watching to see what you do once you move up to the higher level.
I'm gonna cast guidance on myself, and I'm gonna reach out again and see if I can get one of the ravens to come closer again.
Okay.
Same way I did before. 51.
Yeah. Once you hold out your hand, one of the ravens hops its way over onto your arm and eventually finds a little perch on your shoulder. It's just kind of hanging out, pecking at you, gently, not aggressively or anything.
Why are you so interested in me?
It sneezes.
Bless you.
That was a joke. After a long while of like silence and it looking curiously, it doesn't look like it's gonna say anything, but it kind of flutters its wings as it's going, and it like flaps and it keeps just shifting about on its little feet.
What did it say?
Exactly.
Am I able to tell if its attention is focused anywhere
It's
besides me?
no, it's just kind of observing you, wondering if you heard it, and then it just kind of shifts, cleans its feathers.
He's sick. I'm so confused. Can I do an insight check?
Sure.
Guidance again.
Okay. It seems a little annoyed now after a moment and flutters off your shoulder and heads back to the rafters and perches itself near another raven.
I'll take out some dried berries and just kind of like leave them. I'll just kind of like set them on the railing for them and before walking away.
What's the rest of you doing?
After whittling a bit of a crappy carving, I just go up and head to bed.
Okay. Dwarf man, you've been silent. What are you doing?
I'd be playing solitaire with myself. Or if there's a lively bar scene, I'd probably get a game of cards going or something. Until then, after a while, I'd go to bed as well.
I'll play you in cards.
You're on.
Okie dokie.
What stat do you use for playing cards?
Yes.
I used wisdom for reading people.
Oh, yeah, sounds good. I'll do that too.
It's like, I don't know, do you intend to cheat or do you intend to win normally? Dexterity would probably be for cheating.
Looks like
Yep.
you beat your
Shit.
ass. Alright, so you guys spend a couple extra hours into the night, well past sensible bedtimes in order to get a full rest, but cards, they called to you. And so, what time does everybody wake up in the morning?
I'm gonna wake up as early as I can.
Okay, so
As would I.
are you sure, Mr. Dwarf?
That would fatigue me, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you're not getting your full 8 hours. You stayed up playing cards.
I'll probably,
Okay, maybe a bit later.
like,
So
any extra
as-
time. Any extra
As
time.
soon as the 8 hours rolls around, that's when Sir Gregory gets up and starts
Bunch
shadow
of
boxing outside.
bunch of late day slackers we got going here.
It's his
Any-
first day without guard duty. He's gonna enjoy it a little.
Any extra time while waiting on the others.
A lot of extra time.
I'll probably check on Ismark and Irina.
Okay. Yeah. You definitely notice that during the night, Ismark didn't come to your room. But when you check on him in the morning, Irina's the one who opens the door. And she's fully dressed, and she's got her the breastplate that she had been wearing when you guys met her at Barovia back on, and a little sword at her hip. And she's like, "Oh, Glenn, good morning. It's nice to see you again. I was actually worried for a while that when you guys dropped me off, that would have been the last I saw of you."
I'm glad that that's not the case, at least.
Me too. I'm really glad that you guys were there to save Ismark. It would have been terrible to lose the only family that I have.
Is he alright?
Just tired. He said there was a lot on his mind when he went to bed, and yeah, he's been sleeping. There's a bit of snoring in the background to tell you that he's okay, but he's still out. And she kind of smiles, and she's like, "But if you wanted, we could have breakfast."
I'd like that.
All right, great. Yeah, it'll be nice to not have somebody worrying about me for a change, and the two of you go downstairs, and you have a nice little breakfast, and you chat a little bit. And is there anything you want to talk to Irina about?
Yeah, I'm probably going to inform her. I'm going to tell her that I went to speak to the Watchers because I heard that they were interested in me, and then I heard her say that Mark was in danger, and basically explain like what happened. Also describe like the strange hooded figure I saw, and basically everything that happened.
She listens intently, seeming a little more glad now that at the mention of that the Watchers were looking out for her brother. She seems a little less worried about the dark turn of events that kind of transpired at the end. And she's like, "Oh, well, maybe they'll be a bit nicer than the Vlakoviches. I'll admit there was a bit of apprehension at being left behind with them, considering his temperament, but I just kept a wide berth of that Ezek. He was staring quite a bit, and now we seem to know why." And at the mention of the dark figure, she kind of, like, I would say she goes pale, but she's definitely not pale. And actually, give me a wisdom check real quick. Okay. Yeah, you think that, oh wow, for such a cloudy place, she has a really nice dark tan complexion that doesn't seem to match her very pale brother. But as she's talking, she's like, "Oh, there was somebody else there? I didn't even notice. What did he look like?" And she sounds nervous.
He grabbed my arm. He was very pale, had red eyes. It's a little hard to see details, but seemed kind of handsome.
And she drops her fork.
Now can I put two and two together?
Yes.
Shit.
What did he say to you?
he told me to wait and watch.
Why didn't he try to take me? It was well within his power to do so.
When he grabbed me, I felt that if he wanted, I could be in very much danger.
That is true.
He told me to stay back and watch what would happen. And I didn't want to because I was worried about you and your brother, and then I saw him standing next to the watchers, and then he was gone. And that's all.
You can see that.
He was smiling.
You can see that Arena is visibly shaking, and a hand's reflexively up on the bandage or that's concealed by her armor. The ravens kind of have gone quiet, and they're watching and listening to you guys, and she lowers her voice and she says, "Glenn, I don't want to stay here any longer."
That was him, wasn't it?
Yes. I don't want to stay here any longer. It's not safe. If he was inside the city, if he did something, he's just taunting us, isn't he?
That's what it feels like. I don't know if he's just, I don't know if he was just enjoying the chaos, or if he worked with, I don't know if he worked with the Watchers or not, but he was never able to be kept out of the city.
This was supposed to be a safe place. The shadows are everywhere. It looks like she's on the verge of breaking down, but she's trying to keep a strong face. And she says, "Where can I go to escape this?"
I put it like I put a hand on her arm, and my tail like kind of wraps around her waist. I guess we are still traveling together.
Yes, I guess so.
I heard a vampire hunter say that, I heard someone say that it's safer to keep moving, but
Just gonna let that casual name drop slide.
I did not say any name.
No, just like vampire hunter. It's like just gonna let that one slide by because you corrected yourself. It was like person.
Yeah. I heard him say it's safer to keep moving, but he seemed to hate me, so I don't know.
Why would anyone hate you?
Because I spent time with the Vistani, and people hate them, so they hate me.
Well, that is a very foolish thing to do then. I have known many nice Vistani, but then again, many that apparently work for the devil as well. So, who's to say?
It seems that there are people who are good and people who are bad, who are all, doesn't seem like it matters whether they're Vistani or Barovian or Vilakovich or...
Yes, that is true.
Will you come to Krezk with us?
I have nowhere else to go.
We will go there. I'm thinking I might see if I can get any information about my heritage from the Watchers, but I don't know if that's a good idea. It's probably a bad idea. I don't trust them, but they know stuff about me.
Well, that sounds like a good direction to go for now, then.
I guess we'll leave today.
Good. I don't want to stay here any longer than we have to.
I'll nod and finish my breakfast.
And it's at this point that the lazy people wake up.
Word.
And I head down to get some pancakes.
Pancakes. And yeah, she regretfully informs you they stopped serving breakfast at 10:30 and it's currently 10:35.
I gasp and say, "Oh, but you know me. I mean, I cut you a deal on the Raven. The least you can do is
They know you.
they can know me. Yes, and the least you could do is just serve up a few
In the
for a
background,
hungry."
at that pun, you hear, "Ah!"
It physically hurts. And it's currently one of the small children who's tending the bar, and the little kid shakes his head, sticks his tongue at you, and he's like, "Nope, you smell."
I do not smell. I just
No, it smells like you haven't had a bath in weeks.
okay. That's a lie. I had one
The rain
a couple of
doesn't
weeks
count.
ago. Okay, look, kid.
The kid's right.
Why am I taking shit from this little kid? Gah!
Just because I'm small doesn't mean you can pick on me.
Yeah, I'm bigger than you.
Oh yeah, well I can fit you in my bag.
I think he's allowed to pick on you because you're dumber than him.
Ooh.
What?
He said you were
What?
dumb.
You talking trash?
No, I was ordering lunch.
I want pancake.
Ain't no pancakes, just wolf stew.
While all this is going on, I'd like to go and sit at one of the tables and start casting ceremony as a ritual to make some holy water.
Okay. You do so, and after a little shamalama ding dong, you'll produce holy water because you bought the silver dust last time. Yeah.
So, everyone, I was thinking of doing something maybe stupid. Really kind of not sure about doing it or not, but I was gonna see if what the Watchers knew about my heritage before we left, because this place isn't safe.
On a scale of 1 to 10, exactly how stupid?
Yes.
I like it. Let's do it.
Once he likes it.
I honestly don't know. I don't trust them, but I want to know what they know.
Wait, are we talking about the cultists that wouldn't let me read their book? Never mind, let's not do it. I don't like them.
I I could probably do it on my own. I don't know.
I'm still confused. What are we doing?
You
I heard an
have-
otherworldly voice laughing in the background. Now I'm even more nervous. Who cast the Matrigy?
That's just something that happens here. You haven't been here long enough to realize that going alone anywhere is kind of a bad idea.
Do you want to be my bodyguard?
I suppose I could do that for you at the very least. I don't have a job anymore.
Womp womp.
My last
And-
party didn't fare so well, so
I guess there's also the case with the wolf or the creature that's locked up in the wagon that we were gonna go check out.
I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is.
He wasn't there for that.
Yes. The thing Raziel was talking about.
Oh, he never
Where is
mentioned it
Russ?
to you guys.
Oh yeah.
Oh, didn't he?
Nope.
He
Could have sworn he mentioned it.
he mentioned it.
Did he just mention
Briefly.
that there was something?
He just said there
But-
was something, and he didn't go near it, and he was very vague about what he saw.
I think he said it was like some kind of creature or animal that he wanted
He
to.
never checked.
Well, should we go try finding out what that was all about before we leave as well?
I don't see a point to it. Still not sure what we're talking about.
Neither am I.
Something he mentioned, some creature or something locked in a
Circus cage.
Nope.
yeah. No,
Nope.
he was talking about something.
Well, why don't we just ask Raziel?
Nope.
Wait, where is Raziel?
He's dead.
Where is Raz?
Raziel never came down.
I scratch my chin and say, maybe he's bonding with that horse again.
Whoa.
What are you talking about?
I'm
Yes.
sorry. What?
Well, you see, a man has needs.
Okay, I'm going to stop you right there.
Go on.
No, I'm stopping him right there.
And well, you see, he's a druid, and
No.
well, there was a horse in the stables, and well, let's just say that
He's
it
still going.
whinnied.
He's
Last
still
night.
going.
If you know,
Doesn't respect the rules of stopping.
sorry, did you say something?
No, apparently not.
So
Oh,
you're
well.
saying he can shapeshift into a horse now?
I mean,
Technically,
well, he's shaped into a horse.
you did see him turn into a wolf, so it's a logical step.
So what were these ideas? Talk to this whatever watcher group. I'm not sure about that. Or go check on who knows what.
Mm-hmm. Or leave.
We're leaving today.
That seems like a good idea.
And we'll go to Krasik.
After an hour of talking to a vial of water and some silver, I'd pushed it into the middle of the table. Alright, who has the best throwing arm?
I sort of go to flex my arm, and I say, "Well, not me."
Not you.
That's what I just said.
That would probably be me, sir.
He didn't even trust the gnome's ability to throw.
Well, enjoy your new vial of holy water. Blessed by the Old Father.
Can. Okay. I'm going. I don't know. Is it a bad idea? Should I go speak with them?
I don't know.
At least if you go speak with them, don't do it alone. Like I said, nothing good comes if you're ever alone. Hush!
I absolutely do not trust them, but they did make a deal. And I get the sense that they probably hold their deals to a very strict value.
I've come to make a deal.
I want to die!
Yep.
I look up from my disappointing wolf stew and I say, "Wait, they made a deal with you?"
I mean, yeah, you were there.
Yes, but I was making my computer. I say, holding out the bag.
Right, I forgot you were you.
I reach in and pull out one of my packs. See, look, it just keeps on going. I say, pulling out the other pack.
That's a bag.
I forgot you were you. Best response.
That's really great and really cool.
Thank you.
They know something about my ancestry.
Cool.
Okay, I'm gonna go find out who's going to make sure I don't end up in a bad place.
I'll go.
I can certainly try.
That's me.
So, we'll all just go.
Plan is to go raid the Watcher house.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna tell Irina and Ismark to be ready to leave, and I guess we'll go investigate.
You don't
Please
sound
start.
certain.
Are we going towards the Watcher house?
You are heading to the Watcher house.
I say, wait, wouldn't they be in the Burgermeister's house?
I don't know.
Which way are we going?
Let's go check the Watcher house first.
Okie dokie.
They got a lot of stuff to figure shit out.
I mean, you guys could just leave. It's not our problem.
I
Alright,
mean, we could leave.
as you guys pack up and start to head out, you notice that on the horizon to the south, there's a rising plume of grayish smoke. But your destination is the Watcher house, so...
You said directly south?
Yep, due south.
Does it look like it's within the city?
Yep.
I think we should go there.
You have the worst survival instincts.
Oh, look, a fire!
Something probably
Okay,
bad
no,
is
he has the
happening.
worst survival instincts. You're close second.
So you all start heading south instead, arguing this point, and as you're moving and getting closer, you start to see that the smoke is much more prominent now, and it's right around the spot of where the Velakovich Manor used to be. I say used to because it's basically smoldering cinders at this point, and the smoke still rising just from the light drizzle that is the morning rain. It looks like the building had been burned to the ground.
Yep, definitely a fire.
Oh no 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 no. Sir Gregory rushes to the burnt down building and starts digging through.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Fuck.
Oh, nice. Gregory, in his dutiful haste, starts digging, and you're starting to see evidence of things like a padlocked chain. There's a couple of burnt up bones at the front where a front door could have been, burnt foundations still around, and it looks like after a while you've basically dug up what looks like probably a number of burnt bodies that had been crushed under the falling structure. You spend probably about an hour doing this, just digging out people. There's more than two. It looks like even the servants really didn't get out in this fire.
How many look familiar?
All of them. You worked there for a while.
It did work.
Let's see. Hold on. Let me flip over to the Burgermeister. Maybe they had names, Morph. Let's see if they had names.
Gonna be great at names.
Specifically, does one of them look like a certain widow?
There's definitely a number of cat skeletons. There's there's two big mastiff-looking skeletons.
No, the puppy.
Oh, nope, they didn't get names. They weren't important enough. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 5 human skeletons, all 3 female, 2 male. One of which looks like an older female. And yeah, you could probably guess it was Lydia. You cross-reference her dentals. Because that's the only way to tell after a fire.
I mean, there could have just been leftover jewelry nearby the corpse or anything.
That's true. Yeah. There's a totally not like, hey, we're having an affair necklace that you had totally given her that's around this corpse.
Gregory slowly scoops up the pendant. His other hand kind of just punching the ground. I warned them to get out.
I step up and I put a hand on his shoulder.
It's fine, just more people to add to the list.
The list.
Ooh, you have a list too?
He does
Not
now.
one I'm proud of.
Oh, you're not proud of yours.
Wow.
Oh, by the way, I don't have a list.
Let's just go. I assume this had to do with your watches.
That's Burgermeister Watcher?
I have no doubt it did.
Did someone actually just say
No.
that?
Nope. Just the wind.
Screw you, wind. Hush.
Just the wind.
Well, is there anything you need to take from here?
I think he got
Anything
everything.
you would...
Not everything I is in pockets.
Alright.
Bleep.
I just kind of wait until he's ready to go.
Just wellbud and shoulders. And he gets up. Starts walking away.
Yeah, time to get some revenge. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Map, why you do this? There we go. Kerplayo. Y'all arrive at the Watcher House sometime later after walking through the streets. Making your way about halfway through the village, you're starting to notice that the regular town guard have been kind of changed out. A lot of the faces you would recognize, Gregory, aren't here standing watch. and it looks like a number of other citizens that you may have recognized doing other things are now currently in like the guard armor, wearing the guard pikes, except they've got little red sashes strewn across them from one shoulder to the hip, and they're kind of nodding at you and the group, and the rest of you are noticing these look like members of the book club, and they're particularly grinning at Glenn and Raziel if he were here, but he's not. So they seem to be watching the group with a bit of amusement, and they're just kind of like nodding and letting you guys move about at your own pace. They're not hindering you or accosting you because, of course, you're on their side.
Are you all okay with this?
I mean, I don't care.
Yep.
Just going to say, talk fast, or I might be tempted to punch someone.
Punch them,
Understood.
punch them.
Ooh, I've never punched a cultist before.
Very good thought.
So I'll start.
Then,
moving
then, then again, I've never really punched many.
I mean, you don't really punch people.
Yes, I've shot a lot of people, including the late Bergman. That was fun. With warning shots, don't worry.
I'm gonna reread this for Morph's sake, since he wasn't here last time. Let me pull up. See, Watcher House. The Watcher House. Watcher House. Alright, so this house seems disgusted with itself. A slouching roof hangs heavy over furrowed gravels, and the moss-covered walls sag and bulge under the weight of the vegetation. As you study the house's sullen countenance, you hear the edifice actually groan. Only then do you realize the extent to which the house hates what it has become. And Gregory, you know the Watchers. They're an aloof group, but they're also what the late Burgermeister Valakovich would call rabble-rousers. They were always the dissenting voice, or the people who questioned any of his decisions, and generally were troublemakers. People like not causing any crimes, but it looked like they were troublemakers in the sense that they wanted to make him look bad and kind of take power for themselves, as you can see happening right now. So, you know the Watchers all too well, and you know that they're a prominent family, but they don't take good care of the Watcher House, as you can see now. And Glenn has approached the door,
And I knocked 3 times.
and she knocks 3 times. Alright, and so the front door opens to a narrow vestibule. 3 stained glass doors in wooden frames lead from it. And so, you're greeted again by the same squat little man with the beady eyes and the unsure, or the questioning gait and gaze of his movements. And he's like, "Oh, you've come back, Lady Glenn. Not too surprising. You had a deal made, and you're here to see the Burgermeister, are you?" He kind
I'm
of
here
smiles.
to collect.
Oh, right. Well, he kind of glances over his shoulder. He's like, "Well, your friends are here again as well, but not the angel blood, huh? He must not be feeling too well after what happened."
Probably not.
That's a shame. Well, come on in. And he kind of gestures for you to follow. Oh, that door's unlocked already. Sweet.
Dynamic lighting is killing me.
Why?
I don't know where I'm actually able to start seeing things.
You can see what's in front of you.
Blackness.
Only blackness?
Only blackness.
Hello, is
Like, I
my
see
old
some people's health
friend.
bars clipping through and shit, but the moment I try to move into the hallway or
Alright,
anything like that, just black.
Stop moving, sir. Also, why is your thing acting weird? That's not right. Your token's being weird too. It shouldn't be doing that. Oh, I'm on the wrong one. That's why I can't mess with it. You should be able to see all of the light. There's nothing that's been edited. Oh, you can see normal. This is just the dynamic lighting, my dude. Oh, except they didn't put any lights in the house. That's dumb. Why would they do that? Hold on. I'm going to set this so that you can see. Is everybody else having that same problem? Just didn't say something?
No, I have dark vision.
Yeah, I have dark vision.
Right,
so
right.
I haven't noticed.
Human.
I'm the human.
You dirty Humie.
Well, I mean,
You
they
wanted
should
me to be normal.
I did. I'm glad you're normal. I just wish that they had dynamically lit this room appropriately. There. You see, you got a little 5 foot glowy, so you should be able to see a little better as you're going.
Now I can see a doorway.
Why are you all reading in the dark?
It's just assume that it's light because these people
Okay.
were fucking lazy in setting up the light in these rooms. In fact, here, I'll just do it myself.
What a
Yeah, it's like what an annoying inconvenience that is. I mean, really, it's like they put the windows in here, so it's like you can see from outside, but then it's like well, you can't.
When you get inside, all you
Yeah, it's like, and then all you can see is darkness, or it's like, well, you can see from outside for some reason perfectly because now you're trying to add light. Alright, so that should be good there. Make sure this doesn't add something. No, that should still be good. I think. Yeah? Okay. Cool. Paste. Did that illuminate better for you, Morph? Morph?
Yes, a little bit, yeah. As much as I can see down the hallway, and then there's
Well,
stairs
that's all
going
you,
up.
That's all you need to see. The rest is walls. So, and he's like, yes, you're going to want to come in here and sit and wait. And he gestures for you to follow again down this way. And you see the book club is sitting again at the table, and they all turn to watch you guys. And he's like, sit, I'll get the lady. You all just behave yourselves until I get back. He kind of,
go on.
and he looks at Gregory when he says that and saunters past him.
He sees Gregory cracking his knuckles.
Yep,
He's my bodyguard now.
He says, behave yourself.
So yeah, as I walk by, I say, "Hello, cultists with the faulty wood that wouldn't let me know what their book is."
They're just staring.
Hey Rayler, look, some wood.
No, that stuff's faulty.
Hand one to me.
I toss one to you.
I catch it, and I cast mending on it, and then I hand it back. Try it now.
Am I ever going to get those wood carving tools back, by the way?
Probably not.
I'm like, nope, those are his now.
It
Oh,
snaps. See, look. I throw it.
So for Gregory again, an ornate dining table stretches the length of this room, a crystal chandelier hanging above it imperiously. The silverware is tarnished, the dishes chipped, yet all are still quite elegant. 8 chairs, their backs adorned with sculpted elk horns, surround the table. Arched windows, made of a lattice work of iron and glass, look out onto the fog-swept estate. So you get a nice little look of the land here. So you all are just sitting and waiting?
I'm going to do a perception. I'm going to try to listen out for see if I can hear any like conversation.
I do think
That's
You hear
considering I was
not
told to
Hear
behave
ghost
myself.
dogs.
ghost dogs. So anything that's just like not like I'm trying to hear any conversation that's not typically meant for us. Well, damn.
They're not talking. They're basically just sitting and watching.
Right?
Yeah.
And you cut out.
They're not talking. They're just sitting and watching you guys patiently. It doesn't look like they have any intention of discussing what they were talking about while you're here. But probably like 10, 15 minutes pass, and Ernst comes hobbling back in, and he says, "Len, darling, would you come with me, please?"
Just me.
Just you.
Can my new bodyguard come with me?
And he kind of considers for a moment. He grins, a couple teeth missing as he does so, and he's like, "Sure, just the two of you. That'd be fine."
I'd like to make an insight check and see if like we're in a lot of trouble.
Sure.
Well, shit.
Now he seems like he's gonna offer you tea and crumpets. Crumpets. Gregory, you're getting a sense that they're not so much that you're in trouble, but there's an undertone to what he's saying that doesn't quite feel good.
On God, I don't think that walking into a trap, feeling any.
Trap. What?
That's it.
All right, so you guys are the two of you are following.
I guess so.
Ernst looks at the dwarf and the gnome, and he says, "Y'all get comfortable now." And he starts leading the two of you.
Okay.
The two of you this way.
Really wish Raziel was here right now to keep an eye on them.
Mm-hmm. The dwarf is okay.
We know what happens when the shorty squad is left alone.
A shorty squad. Wow. All right, so
A window gets broken.
I'll just go ahead and fast track my movement.
I start ominously sharpening my new axe.
I start fiddling with some gears and nuts and bolts and all that.
He leads you into this little storage room, and he's like, this way, and he keeps gesturing for you to follow. Then he opens up a door to a small closet, and he's like, this way, don't you worry, it's just right through here. Let's see, boop-a-doo, bow. And he reaches, pulls past some coats, and there's like a little candle hanger, and he turns it to the side, and a door opens up and reveals a staircase leading down. So, let's get the two of you down here. Okay.
Oh boy.
Well,
Yep. Hang on. All right. So.
It's the shape.
Yeah, poor guy. Yeah, it is darkness until he lights up a small candle. Boop. Does that work?
I'll grab
I'm on the other side of some sort of doorway.
Oh, sorry.
so-
I gotta move you down a little more then.
I'll hold on to
You should be able to
Gregory's
see.
studies.
You can see now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me give you this bit of information dump here. The iron torch sconces cling to the wall, stone staircase that cut its way to the heart of the old house. Okay, we did that one. And then it drops you down to here. N-O-P-Q-R-S. Alright. This large This large root cellar has a dirt floor. 2 ascending flights of stone steps enclosed by wooden railings stand across from one another. So you can see one here, but you can't necessarily see the other. It's just across the way. Across from one another. Tracks in the earth lead from one staircase to another, and one trail goes from both staircases to the center of the bare west wall. 4 neatly made cots are set in a row against the south wall. And he gestures for you guys to keep following, and he's like, just this way, don't you worry. Just keep following old Ernst.
The more you say don't worry, the more I kind of worry.
Well, you weren't too worried about them last night, so don't you worry now.
You know that's a low blow.
Yep. He's like, I know. I like twisting the knife when you least expect it. And
Sure.
As you guys are walking, you make the comments like, that's a low blow, and he's like, well, don't you worry about that. Let the dead remain at rest, am I right? And he kind of winks at you and heads for the spot here in the wall. And so,
Sure, something. Rest.
what?
Nothing.
What's that? What'd you say? You talking shit, mate? And he goes up to this wall and he knocks 3 times, and there's a little creak as it slides open, revealing another secret passageway. Let me put her back. Boop.
You guys really get off on these secret passages, don't you?
He kind of chuckles and wish I could clear this. Oh, I can clear it. Sweet. Let's not clear that though. Let's clear that. Boop. And so it opens up. Flickering candles in iron holders fill this room with light and shadows. The room has a 10-foot high ceiling and a large black pentagram inscribed on the stone floor. At each point of the pentagram rests a wooden chair. Seated in 4 of the 5 chairs are men and women in black robes with red robes with hoods, because I changed it to red. A young man who has the face of an angel, a balding hulk of a man, a squat middle-aged woman, and a taller, younger woman with an unsettling glare. And of course, filling the last seat is Madam Watcher. And they look up and smile and say, "Greetings, Slen. Welcome."
Am I able to tell what?
That is not what I wanted you to do.
Am I able to tell?
I'll just move him out of the way so you can come in.
Okay.
Just assume he's sitting.
Yeah. Am I able to tell, like, what specifically this is? Like, what kind of devil worship?
I see lights, but no actual light.
You see lights, but you can't actually see.
Yeah, like the lights on the map, but nothing's lit up.
Boop.
There we go.
They didn't do a good job putting light in this place. Okay. Yeah, you can give me a religion check if you like. You haven't gotten any real information off of them to glean, but you can try.
Okay, cast guidance.
They sit there and wait for you to finish casting your spell before.
Never mind.
it's like, no, you can do it. They'll sit patiently and watch you cast a spell to do a thing after they gave you a greeting.
That's Madam Watcher.
Bing bong. Oh, hey, it didn't drop her in the right spot. No, that's the other thing that's there.
Okay.
Yeah, you know about him already.
She was the imp the whole time.
You little bastard, why are you popping up in the front? Blap. He's on her shoulder. Gregory, you see a woman with a little imp on her shoulder.
So
Were you gonna
things
finish
worked
your
out for you?
guidance?
Nah, I'm not gonna worry about it.
Okay.
So things worked out for you.
Of course. I'm the Burgermeister now. Things always work out for the Watchers. Would you
On
would you
starting
do me
fires.
would you do me a favor? Step a little closer into the pentagram.
Me?
Yes, you.
May I ask what for?
To give you your reward, of course.
We're gonna insight check this.
Doesn't seem like a smart idea. Red
God
flags
damn it.
going up everywhere.
You totally love rewards.
21.
You have absolutely no reason to trust her anyways. But,
Grabbing Thun by the shoulder.
but Glenn loves rewards.
Like I start to step forward and then Gregory's hand on my shoulder.
Yep.
Or you could explain a bit more.
Well, we didn't start the fire. It was always burning as the world kept turning.
I was about to do the exact same thing.
But no, she's like, we
Your
didn't.
song reference fails to amuse.
She's like, we didn't start that fire, Gregory. It is fortuitous that you weren't there, though. Would have been a shame to lose such a capable man. You're still fired. And the little imp laughs on her shoulder. But the angry townspeople did that. They were so unhappy about what happened and the Burgermeister's failure. They blame him for everything.
So they kill his family, anyone who worked for him.
They removed all stains. They wanted to truly revel in the blazing sun. And what better blaze than the failed Burgermeister's estate?
Don't you dare pretend that anything of that had to do with the Morning Lord.
Oh, well, the Morning Lord certainly has to do something here, doesn't he?
Separate your head from your shoulders, witch.
And you see there's a very dangerous tension in the air now as the other four all seem to turn and look at Gregor. Even, what's his name? Ernst is kind of flicking his tongue across his upper lip dangerously, and he's like, oh, are you sure about that? You ain't really in an advantageous spot to be trying to strike at the Burgermeister, son. And she looks to Thlen again, and she's like, darling, I promised you a reward if you helped get rid of the Burgermeister, and you did so.
Will this cause me harm?
Of course not. I love you. Why would I ever hurt you?
I hired a bodyguard for a reason. I hope this isn't causing too much trouble.
Glenn, you wanted to know about your family.
Do you not know of my family?
Of course I do.
What will happen when I step in there?
I will give you everything you desire.
We've worked. I have done what you have requested, but I find my lack of knowledge wanting. What will happen to me? And I would like to make a persuasion check.
Okay.
God damn it!
He. She kind of shakes her head and she says, "My dear, you are not as good at that as your father?" Question. And there's like a question mark hanging in the air. As your father was. I already told you you were going to get the answers you wanted. You don't need to doubt me.
Ah, damn it. As a player, the screams run away, but... Like,
Do it, do it. I see her moving closer.
Gregory looks angry. He's shaking his head, but he's not going to stop her.
he could.
He already tried.
He did put his. You stopped her briefly.
And she's still trying to go through with it.
Yeah.
You can stop me.
Be a good girl now.
Isn't player agency a bitch?
Sure is. Flip a coin, Glenn. You gotta do something.
I start to move forward, and then I pause, and something else seems to be crossing my mind. There are other things I need to do. Before I can worry about this.
You see there's visible disappointment on her face, and she sighs a bit and she says, fine. And she just kind of waves dismissively, but pauses for a moment and she says, Majesto. And the little imp uncurls from around her shoulder and she says, advise her. And the little imp flutters and perches itself on your shoulder. He's yours
I
now.
don't understand.
This is your reward. Congratulations. I know you don't understand, and she gets up from her chair and starts to walk over. But I was truthful about what I said. My dear, I love you. And I only wanted to see you reach your full potential. Both of us did. And it breaks my heart for you to turn your back on that right now. But once you get all of this business out of your system, you'll come back.
is my full potential.
Mm-mm. You had your chance and you decided not to take it. You'll have to come back and find out another time.
Will I be able to bring the dead back to life?
She laughs, and the cultists all kind of chuckle darkly. No, of course not. The dead are Barovia's.
That's the kind of power I need.
Well, the kind of power you want and the kind of power you need aren't the same thing. But if you wish to truly waste your time on something like that, then, well, you won't get it here.
And what kind of power do you say I want?
No, the power you need. And I already told you, that chance is gone. She's saying you blew it, kid. The two of you can start making your way back to your friends.
You know, for once I'm actually hoping the gnome has started a fire.
Meanwhile, upstairs, the cultists are currently stabbing the gnome to death.
I think I need to take a break for a moment.
Are you okay?
Garrick watches happily.
Shay?
Yeah, I think I'll be alright. Just give me a moment, please.
Sure. We'll take a quick 5-minute break. Everybody scatter.
Hello.
By the way, Ren,
Hang on. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
okay,
Okay.
yeah, it's fine. But about how long has passed? Like, how long has passed between them going up and all that?
Real time.
Oh, okay. So 5 hours.
Yeah, 5 hours. They've been gone for 20 minutes. You know, time to walk down there and time to discuss
Yeah.
with her. But for now, break time. We'll be back.
Yeah.
Okay, is everybody back?
I'm back.
I never
I'm
left.
here.
You never left.
I also never left.
Shay, you good?
I don't think she ever came back.
I had been talking to her message-wise, but it doesn't sound like she's back. That's fine. So, we'll just jump up to the front, or the top level then. What were you goons doing during this time? Oh,
What's
there she is.
going on?
We're back. Oh,
Where's the sound coming from?
why are you getting a delay? That music is over.
It's really, really loud.
Yeah, that music's been over for a minute.
Where are you hearing that?
I don't know.
Is it still, do you have Twitch open?
No.
That music's over. It hasn't been playing, Shay.
It apparently is.
You might want to.
Ghost-
You might restart.
Ghost music.
Reload your Roll20.
Ghost music.
Ghost music. Yeah, that's been off.
Yeah.
Oh, it's loud. Are you back? She's not back.
I'm not sure yet.
Well, we don't hear any music now. Alright, so Shorty Squad, what were you guys doing?
Surprisingly enough, I've been completely silent, except for a few mutters under my breath that are pretty indistinct. As though I'm kind of like applying to something, but just more talking to myself as I'm fiddling with some gears.
You wouldn't happen to have a pearl worth about 100 gold, would you?
You ask me this?
Yes.
How loudly do you ask it?
General. Like,
I don't seem to hear.
speaking volume. I sigh. Go back to inspecting my weapon.
My tail curls up and picks up the amp and sets it back on her shoulder. I don't need an advisor. I need power.
Well, I'm sorry, dear. That moment has come and gone. I offered it to you and you hesitated and declined. I mean, if you don't want him, you don't have to take him. And the imp looks very sad at being rejected. But I'll take it as another sign that you're refusing the gifts we're offering, and you'll have to find your own way.
And Flynn looks like visibly distressed and frustrated and confused.
I know, it's such a hard thing to make a decision and stand by it, isn't it? And she seems like a scolding mother now.
Gregory
You
puts a hand on Flynn's shoulder.
I need to bring him back.
There are other ways to do it. Made the right choice here. Whatever they promised can't be good.
I'm not sure what they promised. I just know I need more power.
Trusted. They were promising good. They'd be more forthcoming. Should get you out of here.
I'm kind of just like staring at the center of the circle, just like there's a conflict between like rationality and the infernal heritage.
She sighs after a moment.
I mean, she's not gonna let me at this point, I don't think.
Nope, you were dismissed. You had been given an offer and you said no. Gotta stand by it. Can't flip flop now. She said you're done here.
Yeah.
Ernst starts gently nudging you towards the door. Come on, you were told to leave.
Flynn looks just continuously frustrated. But I guess that's it.
You, mustache wax, get the girl moving.
Come on.
As you're getting unceremoniously pushed towards the door entrance here, he looks at you again and he says, remember, best just to let the dead lie. And he winks again, and the door shuts.
Some silver fire flickers over me. And I frustratingly punch the door before leaving.
Frustrating grunt.
Like a petulant child.
Like mother, like daughter.
Okay, everyone just vanished.
Yeah, you just lost your light.
What?
They closed the door on you. You can't see now. You're in darkness. Utter darkness. Morph is blind. You gotta help guide him.
It's great.
I shouldn't have passed that up.
You made the right decision.
No.
What? You wanted to sacrifice what you are, your nature, everything you've been to this point, for what? More infernal power?
If that power gets me strength to protect what I want, then yes.
What if it corrupts you? What if it twists your nature to the point where you don't want to protect anything that you want to kill, to rule? Tieflings can be more than blood. This I've always been aware of. Devils? No, they don't change.
I killed the only other devil blood here. As far as I know, I don't know.
Fine. But as far as gaining power, making promises and sacrifices, you can do a lot better than demon or devil. You're a good person, Glenn. This isn't going to be your only chance to gain power.
I don't answer, but I kind of look away, still kind of frustrated.
I can't tell what sort of look you're giving me because it is dark down here.
But it is a really, really good and inspiring speech that he gave.
I guess you leave.
Whoa!
I don't have control of his token, so
It's true.
Damn it, Rin.
The delay didn't sync up with what I wanted it to do. Oh well.
Damn it, Rin.
It was supposed to start while you were giving that rousing speech.
Oh,
Well,
I mean,
just
that
start.
would've been
Just
fucking
start.
great.
Just start moving, and I'll move him because he can't see. You're supposed to be guiding him. Bully.
I think Glen's probably going to be too childishly stubborn to leave. I think he'd probably have to push her out.
Well, now he can see. So you make it back up. There's the kitchen. There's the sound of the gnome getting stabbed to death.
Let's make sure the other two aren't getting themselves killed.
Isn't there? I need to know. I assume we're just leaving.
Is that all right with everybody else?
I mean,
I'm going to assume
Reynold-
yes.
Raylor doesn't care. He's just working on something.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind either way.
If Gregory's passed on his words of wisdom, he's got nothing.
I love an entire team of indecisive people.
Look, my person's crazy. He has a reason for being indecisive, in that he honestly, genuinely does not give a single shit right now.
I'm not being indecisive right now. I just literally have no idea what's going on or what we need to do now because I missed so much.
My
Just
guy's crazy.
over the last, say, 15 minutes or so, while we've been sitting here in complete silence, have the cultists done anything whatsoever, said anything?
No, they've just been creepily
I don't
staring
see it
at
anyway.
you. Yeah, you don't see it anyway.
Fantastic.
They've been pretty content in just watching you guys. But once Gregor and a very upset-looking Fled make it back up, you guys let yourselves out because the cultists don't really move, and the henchmen.
Hey, thank God you're back. That was tedious. They were silent.
Huh?
I grab all my shit and leave.
I was having fun.
Tediously silent. Alright, so you depart from the Watcher House. What's the plan from here?
So, onward to Krezik, I believe.
Well, gathering up is smart.
Back to the Blue Water, then? Alright. You guys arrive back at the Blue Water just in time to see Ezek and Arena finishing up packing up the cart with the horse and all your guys' They went ahead and started moving what stuff you guys didn't carry on you to the cart, and Ismark is the first to notice that Led's looking a bit distraught, and he frowns and he's like, "Did something bad happen when you went up there?"
I passed up on power.
And the two look at each other, and he's like, What does she mean?"
They promised us something. They led us down to a room with some sort of demonic circle. And she made the right choice to not go inside it.
I need to be stronger.
And Ismark gets down from the cart and he walks over to Thlen and he puts a hand on each side of her face and like looks her in the eyes, leaning his head into hers, and he's like, Thlen, you're the strongest one here. No offense, Gregory, for your muscles. But
None taken.
you're the strongest one here. You've kept these people together since you arrived. You're still dragging along one of your lost companions, holding on to hope that you can bring him back. That's true strength. Taking an easy way out with dark deals from nefarious people is not strength, it's not power.
And at this point, there's like tears running down my cheeks. But I couldn't save him. What if I can't save you?
You've saved me once already, and I have no doubt that I'll be fine. And you've kept Irina safe, so you've upheld far more than I could expect from you all already. We're going to go to Kresik now, because I promised that I would help you if you got us this far. He kind of like looks up from her to you guys for confirmation.
I'm already in the cart working on my thing again.
I'd like to get away from EST as possible.
I would have set about packing up anything the other two didn't. Making sure the cart's all good.
I think it's safe to say they're in agreement that they want to go to Kresik as well. We have to help out the people at the inn for their request, since it's on the way. And the Abbey is there, the one you want to see. So there's no reason to feel bad about turning down these people. You have more chances to do better.
Without saying a word, I kind of nod and just sort of like lean into him.
Irina kind of leans over to the gnome and she's like, did I miss something while I was gone?
Oh, they fought.
And she like blushes a little bit and leans over to Gregor and it's like, he's not very tactful, is he?
You expected that from him?
I don't know what I expected, honestly.
Well, it seems we're both out of the loop then, because this is new to me too.
Well, alright, and she kind of like calls over, she's like, Ismark, we should be going. And he's like, oh, yes, of course. Glad, come on, we should go. I've already paid the tab for the rooms, so everything's good.
I will join them.
Alrighty, so full plan, head out.
Is there anything do we want to stop by that wolf place, or I keep saying wolf. I don't know why I think it's a wolf, or the Vistani camp, or are we just going?
You might have been thinking like the wolf hunters and then just overlapped it. I don't know. They're the only wolf people. They're the only wolf people.
But so party, what are we doing?
More people.
The
than
only
Flan
thing
make a
Gregory
decision.
knows, the only thing Gregory knows is, Kresik. He doesn't know about any of the other stuff, so.
All right, Kresik.
At the moment, my character's just silent, just muttering to himself every once in a while and working with this stuff.
Alrighty, so you guys, the cart gets onto the road, and it's not long before the road takes you guys to the gates, and a couple of red sashed guards nod at your passing, and they don't even question it, opening the gates and letting you guys ride through. Before long, you're back on the old Svalek Road and into Barovia proper. attack for you guys. Japan. Alright, so with Ezek steering the cart, you guys have a bit of a direction here.
I'd have argued for that position, but that's okay.
What's that?
I'd have argued to drive, but that's okay. He can drive.
I mean, he's not gonna tell you no.
Okay, yeah. I'd jump on the horn.
Alright.
Well, not the horn, but yeah.
I got you.
Take the reins.
Alrighty. So you guys start your way. Probably early afternoon now as you get started, and as you're going, just ignore the little off road there. I don't know why I did that. Forked. Flat. Cart gets moving, slow going. Why did it shift to blue? God damn it! It's like, why? You were red. Ugh. Yep. Alright. You guys start making your way down the road. It's slow going, and you guys actually do pass the little hillside that had the Vistani camp. You see that not only is there just this like lone hill in the midst of the trees and stuff, where there's a detour in the road that leads up the hill, and there's just like a wagon circle of Vistani carts. But there's a quartet of houses on the side of the hill that you can see. They're built into the hill as well. That the Vistani not necessarily are hanging around them, but there are other people that don't look like Barovians that were there. But you guys keep moving. And,
Built into the hill. Is that like
literally built
kind of
into
like
the hill?
dwarven structures, or
No, they look like
anything like
they
that.
look like half a house sticking out of the hill, not like a hobbit hole.
Okay, fair enough.
Am I able to get am I able to make a perception check and try to get any other details off of them
Let's see
from
how,
this distance?
see how far that would have been. Because I don't think you got them specialized. So from where you were in the woods, it would have been about 1,500 feet. So you can make a perception at disadvantage. Yeah, okay. Yeah, these are, you notice one of the people coming out of the house. It's an elf of all things. It's a very dour-looking, dusty-skinned elf with dark hair, but it's a male elf, and he's kind of roaming about doing some chores out of this around the garden in this house, but otherwise doesn't seem to be paying much attention as the cart rolls on.
Am I able to recognize what kind of elf he is?
He looks like an elf. Looks like the elfy variety. Not from that distance. You ain't making out any real details. Where is my... There it is. Lands of Barovia. Areas of Barovia. Y'all are attacked by wolves and die.
Yes.
Roll new characters. Alright. So. Y'all move on. And the road comes to an X intersection, which branches to the northwest, northeast. Is that correct? Am I looking at the right thing?
Yeah.
Yep, I sure am. Okay. The northwest, northeast, southwest, and southwest. The lower half of a snapped wooden signpost thrusts upwards at an angle near the eastern elbow of the intersection. The top half of the sign, featuring arms pointing in 4 directions, lies in the weeds nearby.
What do the signs say?
Yep.
Jump off the cart, grab the top half of the sign. Is there any chance I could kind of mend it back together?
Sorry, did you say you jump off as you're driving the cart?
I'd pull it up.
Are you sure? Because you didn't say that.
Okay. I stop the car for a bit.
Thank you.
Jump
It's like,
off and...
I jump off. Who's steering? Ah!
Yes, that was my murder plot. I drive them off the cliff. I grab the... Yeah, grab the sign and see if I can mend it back together. Like, see if it kind of fits in any particular direction.
Sure, it's easy to figure out which way it was supposed to go, and once you mend it back into place, the two parts are aligned and rejoined. The arms indicate Krezik and Toslenka Pass to the southwest. Lake
Can't you
Barat-
spell that one for me?
No. Yeah, I can. Alright. That is to the southwest. Lake Baratok to the northwest. Valaki and Ravenloft to the northeast, and Bariz to the southeast. Boop.
To Kresik.
Yeah, sorry, I was just writing that down. With the sign fixed, I'd jump back on the cart and set us off again in the direction of Krezik.
You are heading towards Krezik?
Indubitably.
Alright. So it will take you this way. And of course, since you're not actually looking overhead, you're not able to deduce that, the other direction might be a tad faster if you went that way, but before long you're making your way around here. And yeah, I know it's blue, fuck off. R. Alright. You see a weather-worn signpost next to the road. The three arms of the sign point along the three branches of the road. The arms pointing north reads Krezik. And through the woods you can see an arching stone bridge spanning a river. The arms pointing east reads Valaki, and the road slopes up gradually in that direction. The arm pointing southwest reads The Wizard of Wines. The road slopes gently downward in that direction.
The Wizard of what?
Wine.
Wine. Okay.
That name is familiar to you. Cough, cough.
It is indeed.
That's where the inn wanted us to check out.
It is indeed.
Hey, you fixed color.
Shut up. Fuck off. It was always red.
Fuck off, I'm always professional.
Curious. Might we stop off at the Wizard of Wine?
Ooh, wine, yes.
Seems there was some trouble there.
Oh.
How far off the path? What trouble?
Oh, yes.
The innkeeper mentioned that he wasn't receiving wine shipments as of late.
Or any sort of
Might,
communication.
yes, might be trouble afoot.
I want to get to Kresik first. But that's my opinion.
I mean,
Okay.
the body's not going anywhere, and we have it,
He's
on
fresh.
ice,
He's
so to
fresh.
speak.
He's fresh for 9 more days.
I have time, yes.
Oh, take a vote, I'd say.
Plus, I
All
mean,
in favor
wine.
of investigating the winery?
I?
I say aye.
Irina and Ezek don't put their hands up.
Well, I'd imagine Ezek doesn't put his hand up considering he's dead.
Ismark. Goddamn them having the same names. But good on you for catching that. Ezek raises his gross demon arm.
Gregory punches,
I want to go.
Gregory punches him.
You missed.
And all in favor of going to Krezik.
Ismark
That
and Arena put
would
their
be
hands
me.
up.
I put my hand up.
So we get a lovely tie.
Did Gregory put his hand up for the line?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sounds like you have a tie. Boy, your
Guess
group
we're
is
on a
really
bit of a
indecisive.
If only Raziel were awake.
Yep, he's asleep in the back.
But no!
Flip a coin for it.
Flip a
Yoshinin
coin.
can know.
We could just go back.
I mean, we can just go to Kresik afterwards as well, going by that logic.
Alrighty. Jump ship. We'd probably best to work out where Kresik actually is first.
That way.
I point towards the bridge.
Yes. Okay, we'll head there first.
Which way?
Ah.
Right?
Up to Kresik, over the bridge, I believe.
Thank you.
Ah, she's gonna hate me. Here we go. Everything's on fire.
Oh, hey, flashbacks. Yay.
Go across the bridge, travel through some more woods. Gotta move the map so people can actually see. It's kind of funny. I just noticed on this map where you see like the little like shaded parts that look like clouds. It's just where they erase the names for everything. It's like, oh god, there's better ways to Photoshop this, guys. It's so lazy.
I thought that those were clouds.
I know, I did too. I was like, oh look, those are like, but it's like
I
it's
I thought there were just like different layers that you just like add the names as you reach the places.
Is that an option? Oh, it totally is. Blah.
Oh, okay.
But it's literally just like the parts of the map that aren't viewable because it's like
Now
you
Ren
can't.
needs to go back through and just fill everything else in.
Yeah, I'll fill everything in, but that's not a huge thing right now. Whoa, I just offset that road though. That. Oh come on, fuck off. Strahd, fuck off the fool.
Giant cunt.
It's not undoing. Okay.
Wow.
Anyways. Wow, Luigi. Close Watcher House. We're done with that. Don't need arenas things. We're done with that. Areas of Barovia. Village of Kresik. Alright. Do I get a description before I pull you over?
The description is everything's on fire.
Alright, so the road branches north and climbs a rocky encampment, ending at a gatehouse built into a 20-foot high wall of stone reinforced with buttresses every 50 feet or so. The wall encloses the settlement on the side of a snow-dusted mountain spur. Oh yeah, it also got incredibly cold, guys. Beyond the wall, you see the tops of snow-covered pines and thin, white wisps of smoke. The somber toll of a bell comes from a stone abbey that clings to the mountainside high above the settlement. The steady chime is inviting, a welcome change from the deathly silence and oppressive fog to which you have grown accustomed. It's hard to tell at this distance, but there seems to be a switchback road clinging to the cliff that leads up to the walled settlement of the abbey. And I will move you guys over so you can see Kresik. can't drag it that far because Roll20's not very innovative. Oh shit, Krezik, why are you so far? I'm short, but I can move this one down, no problem. Okay, that'll have to do. Let. Alright, so y'all are technically, like, right about here. Well, because that's the... You guys are making your way up and coming into view of the town proper itself. There's a nice little diagram of how the walls look. It looks like a much nicer structure than what actually would have been in the wooden palisades of Vallaki, which is strange.
Just going back a moment, I should have done this earlier, but when we crossed to that stone bridge, if we glanced to the right, would we have seen a big-ass lake and a tower?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, cool. I'll take a mental note of where that is.
Yep. Yeah, just a tad late to notice that, but yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so... the air grows colder as you approach the walled settlement. 2 square towers with peaked roofs flank a stone archway into which is set a pair of 12-foot tall iron-brown wooden doors. Carved into the arch above the doors is the name, Krezik. The walls that extend from the gatehouse are 20 feet high. Atop the parapet you see 4 figures wearing fur hats, clutching spears. They watch you nervously. What's your business?
I need to
Religion.
get to the Abbey.
We got plenty of that. Gestures to the ringing bell of the Abbey. Flen was saying before she got interrupted.
I need to get to St. Markovia Abbey.
4 of them kind of huddle together for a moment, and they take about a minute of deliberating, and you occasionally see one peek up to look at you guys, and after a while they break again and come back and they say, "Sorry, Mum. Town's closed off right now."
But I have a friend.
Well,
It's rumored that they can bring the dead back.
they kind of look at each other again. And that may be true, but we've got orders not to let anyone in until we find out what happened to the Wizards of Wine.
Oh! Well, we can help with that.
Can you let us in and we will help with that?
I can't let anyone in until we know that the wine shipments are flowing again. It's a tad important.
Why?
It's a bit of lifeblood for the town. If they're not delivering and trading through here, then well, everybody's going to not make any money and start starving. We got real problems to worry about, unfortunately.
I say quietly,
Looks like my vote was valid.
Yes, seems they're all raging alcoholics. I say quietly.
That's also not appropriate.
And one of them, who seems to have very good hearing, is like, it's not about the alcohol. It's more that, well, okay, it might be a bit about the alcohol for some people. The wine's very important. It helps them escape their meager existence. But the part about the economy is true as well. Without the trade coming through, we ain't making any money to sell our goods and buy food for ourselves. We were looking to have a real nasty winter coming soon, and if the wine doesn't make it, we ain't got any money. The Burgermeister's not letting anybody through until we know that the winery's okay.
Well, then, Let's go.
And the guard who spoke up first was like, "What was that about your friend, though?"
He was slain. I want to bring him back.
Oh, you want to take him up to the Abbey, right? Tell you what, and they kind of like look at him for a moment as he comes down, and after a moment you hear the door open up and the guard comes out and he walks up to the cart and he says, "Leave him here with us. We'll make sure he gets up to the Abbey."
I don't think that's the smartest idea. I think that it's best if we were there whenever.
Show it as a sign of good faith. You do us some good by checking out the winery, and we'll make sure your friend's taken care of and brought to the Abbey.
Yes, but what I'm saying is he doesn't look exactly normal, and it'll throw you off, and it's a whole thing.
I mean, he's all wrapped up right now.
Yes.
I would like to make an insight check.
Mm-hmm.
Would anybody else like to join me?
I mean, nobody else would be thinking the same thing you are.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not overly concerned.
God damn it!
You absolutely trust everyone and everything. I have this snake oil that will cause you to shoot laser beams from your butt. Sorry. No, but you get the feeling that he's being genuine, and the fact that he's even offering to take care of the body for you should be like something to be like, oh, this guy's going to do something nice for us since we're going out of our way to help them. He sounds like he genuinely wants to take care of the body for you guys. He's
Better that he be left on holy ground.
He's
rather
doing
than
he's doing you a
back up.
solid in getting the body up there for you.
And where will they put him? I'm kind of like checking.
He's just gonna be at the Abbey. We're not gonna leave him, in a crypt or nothing. He's just going to be secured away safe. We'll let the abbot know, and he can begin preparations.
There's magic we used to preserve his body.
And that's all well and good as long as he's not coming back as a undead abomination.
I made sure that wouldn't happen.
Oh, that's good. He says, really though, you can leave him with us. Name's Charles. He kind of gestures for another guard to come down, and the two of them hoist Path out of the cart for you. They're like, don't worry, we'll take good care of him.
There is a look of concern on my face, but I kind of let it happen.
Alrighty. We'll be on our way. Hopefully return with a cart full of wine.
Well, we hope you do. It's the only way we can really justify letting y'all inside after.
Let's get this done fast, please.
Yep.
Yep. I bring the cart around and head back to the winery.
Yeah. It's like, oh, it's so unfortunate. They just will not let you in without stopping at the Wizards of Wine. It's just a roadblock.
Who would have thunk it?
Who would have thunk it? It's not.
You mean a railroad block?
I mean, the wine's important. Y'all need to make sure they can get their hooch.
I don't know about everyone else, but Raylor's satisfied that his vote was extremely valid right now.
Was it valid, or did you just get lucky?
It was valid.
Alrighty, so you guys have to backtrack a little bit here. Let me.
I'm gonna look up at the sky. What time of day is it?
It was early afternoon when you guys set out, and it is that. I mean, how fast does the cart move? Did we say? It was like every couple miles is
about-
an hour.
Yeah, so it would have taken a couple hours.
It would have been a couple hours. So it's late afternoon, early evening. By time you guys are approaching the Wizards of Wine. So you guys went up here. and
I
you
don't
turn
want to be
around.
out here. I don't want to be out here during the night. I want to do this quickly.
Gotta do it quick.
It's like
I
nobody
agree.
wants to be outside at night, but whatever happens, we can try and make it possible.
Let's hope we don't die.
They don't give me a good description about.
Or if we do, at least we die quickly.
How about this? I live and you live, Gregor, and then yes, you just carry you carry me on your shoulders and we'll run away.
Yeah, just talk amongst yourselves for a moment.
So during the ride, Gregory,
Yes.
what did you do before you ended up with us?
Do you mean what did I do in Ravenloft, or what did I do before I came? Yeah.
Both.
Well, as you rightly know, when I came here, I had my own traveling companion. We tried, failed to do anything about the devil. My colleagues were overwhelmed. I ended up Valakovich. I decided to put my talents to use as a god until, I don't know, I guess until other people came along with the same kind of goal, or until I didn't feel so guilty anymore. For that, well, I'd rather not talk about that.
I'm sorry about the Valakovich family.
Yeah. So am I.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
I think I accidentally closed. Yeah.
Oh no.
I accidentally backed out of the game. Oh well.
No, not oh well. That's terrible. Get back here.
Yeah, I came back.
Shay's not allowed to quit. Even when things get truly, truly terrible. He's not here, so he's gonna stay. That.
What about you, Garrick? You don't look like you are from around this area.
Nay. I had to travel quite a ways to get here, after receiving quite an quite an ominous letter. Before that, I was doing the military thing. Recently got out of an interesting crusade, no less.
And that's before you wound up here.
Yes.
Is it kind of the same thing with Gregory? You just started plying your trade at the temple?
Yes, rocked up, found that the letter had some strange names that I couldn't quite track down. So I went to the place that I'd know the most. Well, the place where I could be useful.
Alrighty.
And then to Raylor. Like, I seem completely hesitant to ask him about it, but
Tell us about your dead kid.
Oh,
Sorry.
God.
Wait, Glenn asked what I did before.
She said she was hesitant
What?
to ask.
You're after something, aren't you?
What? I didn't hear
To,
you.
to Raylor. You are after something, aren't you?
In a kind of somber sort of way, I just look down at my hands. I look back up at you. I'm going to person, family, and I'll slaughter them.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
I said, I'm going to find the people that killed my family, and I'm going to slaughter them.
I kind of put a hand on Raylor's shoulder and give him a little squeeze.
Yeah, this is like probably the most serious that you've seen Raylor act. Like he doesn't seem like his jumpy, insane self right now.
Yeah, that's why Flynn was hesitant to ask, because she knew that's like the only time he actually sobers up.
So.
If like it seems like I'm about to say something and then I just kind of trail off. Oh, I wish I had more power that could help us.
There's
I'll do what I
nothing you
can.
can do about it. They've been gone for, well, for a while.
And I kind of nod and just let it trail off.
He's never been the same since Strahd killed his family.
Everything changed. Fire. Yeah.
That too. Fire Nation killed his family.
Strahd leads the Fire Nation.
Fire Lord Strahd. Flameo Barovians. Alrighty, it's not long. Oh wow, that is the worst timing. Excuse me. It's not long cutting through this side trail once you double back through the bridge, and once again, you can see that there is the small island off in the distance on the lake there, the lone tower jutting out of it. But as you make your way through, this opens up into large wine or grape fields. The fields themselves look vibrant with life. Large, plump-looking grapes are just hanging on all of them, and it looks like they're succulent enough to pluck off and eat right now. And you could probably get drunk off of them. The farm itself is eerily quiet as you approach, and it doesn't look like there's signs of anybody on the grounds as you make your way up. But as you do, you guys find a spot where you can pull the cart off and make a more careful approach, leaving Raziel to watch over things. Do you ask Irina and Ismark to stay as well, or do you want them to come along?
Ismark, Arena, I don't know how you feel, if you wanted to join us or not.
Well, I guess if you're putting the decision up to us, I would feel better that if somebody conscious keeps an eye on the cart. It might be safer that way.
Good
All
point.
right.
And Darina's like, well, if I'm staying behind, then somebody, I'm sure Ismark will insist that he stay and keep an eye on me as well. And he's like, oh yes, that is the unfortunateness of it. I guess we're staying too. Oh no. And so they stay at the cart with the passed out Razia.
All right.
Alrighty. Sorry, go ahead.
So as we're walking, we're gonna try to I'm gonna look around and listen and try to get a sense of just any presence whatsoever.
Mm-hmm. Nope. You see your friends. They're here. That's cool. I guess.
Someone else needs to be making those rolls.
Oh.
I take it that is a
Seriously.
cart of barrels.
Well, hang on. I actually found the intro that I didn't need to make up.
Okay.
Because they, for whatever reason, they separate these things. It's like, oh, it's not in the information for the Wizards of Line. It gave it its own thing that's not perfectly visible. All right, so I'm gonna
Hold on. I think we need like 5-minute break.
Okay, we'll take a 5-minute break.
Sorry.
Too easy.
Yep. Sorry, kid. Nothing personal. Blah blah. Everybody take 5. Cuckoo. Oof. The burp value of Diet Dr. Pepper is amazing. I just had to mute myself to let out a really good long one. I didn't grace you with it because I am nice.
How very fascinating.
Mm-hmm. It's really bubbly. And the carbonation on it is so good. Yeah. So I had planned for you guys to go check out that island today. This is fine. There isn't a whole lot of side prep that I needed to do here. Just totally gave the episode an improper name.
An island?
Yep, the one that Max had pointed out.
Where the Rudolph's tower is.
Mm-hmm.
Rudolph.
Van Richten's
It's Rudolph
tower.
Van Richten, yeah, that's his name.
Oh, well. Suppose we'll get there eventually.
Yeah, there wasn't any super reason for you guys to get there. It just kind of information about it would have come up if you had stayed in Valaki a little bit longer, but circumstances as they were, it was kind of, you guys could keep going to Krezik, which was fine. I had, there's stuff prepared for that, or the situation in Valaki would have led you towards Van Richten's tower.
He did mention that he was going to investigate it, so we kind of have that little lead, but...
Well, not that he was going to investigate it, that's just where he hangs out.
Oh, didn't he say he was watching the Vistani at the lake? That was his
other
plan?
lake. You're
Okay.
thinking of the lake. You're thinking of the lake north of Valaki.
That
the one to the
really fucking big one.
yeah, the big one. The one to the west is where he hangs out when he's not in Valaki.
Okay.
Now.
Everything all right? Are you gonna die?
No, my leg's just killing me a bit.
I'm here.
Welcome backs.
Like, I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to keep going, but I'll try and...
Well, at least an
Go
hour.
first,
We're
I'm
not quite at the stop time, or what would have been the normal stop time. Just keep your leg elevated and iced, and do all the other fun stuff.
Believe me, I'm trying.
Good. Probably should do more preemptive stuff before games times too, but
There's nothing really I can do to preempt this. I was
yeah.
out cold way before this, so...
Yeah. Alrighty, so let's dial it back in, and I'm gonna read the actual intro for this place. After a half mile, the road becomes a muddy trail that meanders through the woods, descending gradually into the trees until the trees part, revealing a mist-shrouded meadow. The trail splits. One branch heads west into the valley, and the other leads south into dark woods. A wooden signpost at the intersection points west and reads, Vineyard. And after you guys head that way, a light drizzle begins to fall. Unpainted fences blindly follow the trail, which skirts north in a sprawling vineyard before bending south towards a stately building. The fog takes on ghostly forms as it swirls between the neatly tended rows of grapevines. Here and there, you see rope-handled half-barrels used for hauling grapes. North of the trail is a large stand of trees. A man wearing a dark cloak and cowl stands at the edge of the trees, beckoning you. So that's important information. So there's a hooded figure here, and he's ushering you guys over once you've arrived.
Can I try to get a look at his face?
Absolutely. Okay.
Hey, something not terrible.
So it doesn't tell me what happens when you go to talk to him. That's awesome. I guess I'm making it up. Thanks, game. Yeah.
Right.
So, Glenn, as you're looking at him, you see that this hooded man has dark hair and dark eyes as well. Not the same strikingly handsome man you had seen in Valaki, because I know that was something you're looking out for.
Yep.
But this man looks a little more grizzled and wild. He's got a short and unkept beard, but he's kind of like gesturing you over hurriedly as he's off to the side of the road. And if the cart doesn't make any effort to keep going, once you guys pull closer towards him, he kind of like holds up a finger to his lips and he's like, "Shh, you gotta be careful. There's some dark magic that's taken over the vineyard, and well, I don't know if the Mardikovs still have control of things, but there's some evil druidic magic that's trying to corrupt the wine."
Lucky us, we are without a druid.
Lucky yes, our druid is unconscious.
Oh, that's not good.
What kind of magic is this?
Dark magic. They're trying to blight the fields. The wine is important to the people of Barovia. It's one of the good things we still have left here. If they can't take joy from drinking, then they have nothing left, and they might fall to despair. This is the only vineyard in the whole country. If it's gone, there's nothing left.
Who is trying to blight the fields?
The druids.
Which druids? Who are they?
The druids. They come from Yesterhill. I think they follow a witch, a woman they call Baba Lasaga.
I'm gonna need you to spell that for me.
No, you don't.
Yes.
You
No,
seem
you-
to have a lot of information on this.
It's my job to keep an eye on things.
13.
He does seem kind of twitchy, mostly in the head, and he's kind of like looking around. But as you're watching him, he's just kind of looking around, making sure everything's safe. And he's like, "Yeah, it's our job to watch. We keep an eye on everything. A few of us have been keeping an eye on you guys."
Us?
Yeah. Word travels fast. You're making sure that you're safe.
No, I was more interested in. You said you were part of a group. A group of what exactly?
And he's like, You don't know? You're here and you don't know?
If I knew, would I be asking you?
You might be. You might just be redundant. I don't know. He kind of looks to Glenn. He's like, "You really don't know?"
What are you speaking of?
Just tell us what you are.
He sighs and he reaches into his cloak and he pulls out a black feather and holds it up.
Ooh, feather.
Ah. A Raven Queen follower, I take it.
A what?
Never mind.
he
you're not gonna have much luck there.
actually looks confused. He's like, "A what?" No, sorry, friend. I follow the Morning Lord.
I was aware of being watched, but I didn't know by who.
Oh, the Martikovs are keeping an eye on you.
Ah,
Sorry, I see your friend's getting frustrated. I guess I should just speak
no,
plainly.
I understand.
And he twitches a little more, and he's like, "Oh, you do? Well, I guess I shouldn't explain it all then. Okay, great.
The explanations are helpful, though.
Oh, well, if they're helpful, I can explain a little more. Yes, you all are being watched by us. We are a sacred order," and he gives a twitchy little bow. An order of were-ravens. We oppose the Devil Strahd, and we keep an eye on people who show potential. You met a good number of us in Vallaki.
Oh, so what you're saying is you saw my carving. Did you like it?
Sorry, what?
Yes.
He kind of looks to Gregor. Garrett.
Well,
And Glenn, and he's like, "What is he talking about?"
Don't know. I
We don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just here to make sure you all arrived. I'll have to send word that you made it here safely, and there are others. We're always watching, and when we can lend a hand. But we need to make sure that the Wizards of Wine is secure before we act on our goals, plans, things. He twitches again. He's like, "Sorry, I haven't been in this form for a long time, and it's not comfortable anymore." He kind of twitches a little more.
Did you all have a particular interest in me?
What? Oh,
because of...
Well, your,
heritage.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. You have divine blood in you, and, well, not to say that, whatever that thing that they mentioned, some kind of queen of ravens, I don't know what that is, but maybe, that could be connected, because we sense it in you, and you're special.
Flynn kind of, I look a little bit like a... there's that wisp of nervousness that comes over her again. Thank you. I don't feel like I have very much power. I need to be stronger.
Oh, well, don't die, and you'll always be stronger. What doesn't kill you after all, right? He kind of, shrugs.
Morning Lottie has a point.
Well, yeah, I suppose.
So, where should we go to get this?
We haven't gone inside. We just know that the druids are there doing something to the wine. We can't have that.
Okay,
happening.
so, are we going to kill them?
I personally don't care. Just, we need to make sure that the winery is secure. Once the winery is secure, we can handle the rest.
Alright.
Great. So,
Do these druids, do they work for... Are they allied with the, Watchers or anything like that?
what watchers?
Are they allied with your enemy?
The devil? Oh, absolutely. Maybe. I don't know. Baba Lasaga is the one who actually gives them directions. She runs the swamp south of here, and she's not good. You don't want to mess with her. She's dangerous.
So she's the one calling the shots.
Shots? Yeah, maybe. They shoot down ravens all the time, and it's not good.
Okay. Well, I guess we have to get this situated.
Okay, let's go kill some.
Sounds good to me.
I'm better at healing than I am
For
killing.
once, he speaks some sense.
I do? Well, oh, you meant him. Okay, sure. I'm gonna go now, cause just bye. And he it looks like he's about to hop the fence, but instead it just and he's into a raven form, and he flutters up to a branch and just perches.
Do any feathers fall?
Yes, another feather falls.
I grab it and put it in my bag.
As do all of his clothes.
I grab them and put them in my bag.
That is rude.
You just
No, I don't-
stole
I don't
that
grab
man's
the-
clothing.
I don't grab the clothes. I just grab the feather.
Okay. That is rude, sir. He's gonna be naked when he changes back.
Then he shouldn't have left him on the ground.
Didn't mean for you to take him.
Well, he didn't say not to.
That's fair. All right.
Yeah, I just take the feather.
Situated in the midst of the vineyard, the winery is an old 2-story stone building with multiple entrances. Thick ivy covering every wall and an iron fence along its roof line. The trail ends at an open loading dock on the ground floor. The wooden stables of more recent construction is attached to the east side of the winery, next to the loading dock. West of the winery is a crumbling well and a wooden outhouse. You hear the rustle of dead vines all around you. Inhuman shapes emerge from the... Oh, wait, no, that's not yet. Oh, yes it is. Inhuman shapes emerge from the winery, their limbs cracking as they trudge forth through the mist and rain. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Are these
Oh.
undead?
Oh.
This is very worrying.
This is not something you want to hear from your DM.
So, gnome-sized stick figures appear from the tree lines around the winery. Roughly about 30 or so. And they've pretty much, they're on the two sides flanking the wagon's approach to the winery. And for earlier discussions of, hey, somebody should stay behind and watch the wagon, are kind of tossed to the wayside as Ismark and Arena are like, nope, fuck that, we're not staying out here. They haven't started moving yet, but they're dangerously close, and they're watching you guys get
What are
closer.
these things?
They are gnome-sized twig people.
Twig people?
They look like sticks in humanoid shape.
I say hello in common, elvish, infernal, and celestial, and see if I get any response.
They slowly start walking towards you.
I say hello in fist.
This seems druidic in nature.
You're gonna say hello in fist to all 30 of them, Morph?
No, just whichever one is closest.
I
want to do a what would I roll to know what these are?
Nature.
I say, we might want to go inside.
I'm also casting guidance on myself for this roll as I'm backing up.
You gonna roll your guidance?
I'm trying to, but Discord keeps popping up in front of my little chat box every time I close it.
I'll tell people to shut up and let you roll.
14.
Okay. Well, since I don't have room on this map to actually start plopping down 30 of these things, you know that these are creatures called needle blights. They are, let me see if I can find something that gives a proper explanation, because this page isn't telling me anything. Okay, seriously? Okay. These are awakened plants gifted with the powers of intelligence and mobility. They are considered blight creatures. They are very evil, very dangerous, and have a penchant for drinking blood.
Wow.
Morph, go ahead and make an attack roll on one as it gets close.
They look hungry, I guess.
Yeah, sure. We can say that.
We should really get inside, guys.
Morph wants to punch one.
Yep. 20.
20. Okay. So I got an idea to adjust here.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'll just stick him he's gonna make friends with the horses.
Dumb fisty boy. Yes, surround me, please.
Yep.
Damn it!
Don't worry, you're fine. Maybe. Hey, that's not where I told you to go. Come on. There we go. It's not selecting properly.
Technical difficulties.
So once Morph punches,
Oh.
once Morph punches one, it screes out in pain, and the other ones look a little aggravated, and they scree and start making that sound of like sticks whacking against each other, like that like sound is. And gonna need you to roll initiative.
Fuck.
I'm
Damn it,
so
Morph.
I
glad
think I've
Morph.
done that twice.
So glad. Hold on. I gotta clear the initiative. Everybody start rolling. Okay. Garrick. Wow, Garrick, good job. Garrick came in a 1. Rylor.
God damn it, Morph.
This is how the party died. No, 1. There you go.
So I imagine since there's so many of them, you're just gonna roll once and have them all go in that one.
Oh god, no, that would be really unbalanced. They're gonna go in groups. Because you really want like 30 things all attacking you at once, you have no chance of surviving. Oh, that didn't group it the way I wanted either. Yeah, shit. Well, that's fine. I can make do with this. Okay, so... what's your dex at? 1. Roll... 16, 20... Ow! Ooh, boy, somebody's going first.
Uh-huh.
Mhm. So, you guys should probably start thinking of new characters.
What?
I mean, I'm not saying that. You might be alright.
I don't feel alright.
Really, I wish I had Thunderwave.
Thunderwave would have been helpful. But, I'm gonna say, I didn't put you guys in this situation. So, alright. And,
Are they all this close already?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they moved in because Morph had to be able to punch one, so I assumed you guys let them get close enough for him to punch because nobody else said anything.
Oh, I said I was backing up.
Oh,
I was saying let's go inside.
then you can be back here. But I said they also had the thing more or less surrounded, so you backed up. So,
I would not have disagreed with going inside. I was just going, if anything gets too close, punch.
that wasn't what you said. Okay, so there's going to be 6 of them. Close in and oh, okay.
God, am I glad that I went in with AC.
3 were close. 3 were close enough to melee. Gregory, and 3 can make ranged attacks on him. 1 miss because there's no advantage on first round. So 21,
Hits.
15.
Matches.
So
So
make or
hit.
break. Yep. Okay. Wow, good job on rolling the same number there, guys. All right, and then the 3 ranged ones, they They shoot splintery needles at you. Boink. Boink. Kerploink.
One misses.
One misses. Next group. Alright.
Jesus.
These ones
Yeah.
are down here
Yeah.
in the back. I told you there were like 30 of them. They're going to ranged attack, so there's going to be 2 on Thlen, 2 on Irina, 2 on Rylor. It's going to go in
So,
there.
where's the wagon again?
Where you guys are. Just assume you're more or less at the wagon. This is pretty much theater of their mind because there isn't enough room for you guys to technically be fighting 30 of these. It was supposed to just be incentive for you to go inside.
Yeah,
So,
that's why I was trying to say this.
1, 2. Why are you a crit magnet, Shay? On Irina. 1, 2. 13 doesn't hit her. Oh wait, no, I said Rylor then Irina, didn't I?
Well, it
Oh,
doesn't
you said
matter.
Did I say Irina then him? Okay, so last 2 are on you then.
It,
19 and a 15.
Yeah. the 19 hit.
Alright, so take your 19 hit damage, which is 6.
So as I go down, I say, we need to run.
And she gets shot full of needles and goes down. Death save. From you, Shay.
Sorry, what?
Death save. It's your turn.
Oh, right.
You're not dead. 1 pass. Another group of twig blights. 2 on Arena, 2 on Rylor, 2 on Eastmark. Pew. Those 2 miss. Pew pew. 19
Another 8
hits
damage.
you for 8. And Eastmark. They miss.
Well, somebody pick me up and just crash through that window, please.
Sir Gregor, you are surrounded by twig people.
Yeah, I've kind of noticed.
I didn't give Eastmark an arena roll. You can still go.
So, seeing how this is becoming a shit show
Very quickly.
very quickly, bonus action, I am spending a key point. Specifically for Step of the Wind to disengage, hop down here, grab Flen.
Mhm.
40, right over here.
Is that the end of your move?
That's the furthest I can move.
You
Okay.
can use your action to dash.
I can use my action to dash.
Or you could use your action to acrobatics through the window.
Through the window it is.
I'm saying dash through the window.
Yep. Acrobatics, you say?
Yep.
Acrobatics. 16.
16. Alright, give me a d6 for crashing through the window.
Boy.
Roll a 1. Roll a 1.
I rolled a 3.
Rolled a 3. So you crash through the window and the two of you tumble to a flop. Oh, that's dramatic. I'll say you take 1 point. It's more dramatic that way. You really hurt. There you go. You crash through the window because jumping through windows is... Yeah.
Alright, I've made an opening. Everyone.
That is true.
Run.
Engage and run.
Oh, why did it close Arena's sheet?
There's also a healing potion on my belt that you probably see.
It's like, I've got those. I didn't actually find those. No.
Alright, so Irina disengages 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and she jumps through the window as well. She tucks and rolls. Rylor, your friends are running.
I want to run too.
Do it, do it. As you move, they get a swing.
Are you not disengaging?
I have to dash to make it through the window.
He's small.
That was an mission.
But it's only one.
Ha!
You made it.
Ow!
Eastmark looks at Gregor and he's like, "Are you going to be okay?"
Garrick.
Garrett,
18 more attacks, I'll be fucking fine.
yeah, it's only 18 attacks, mate. You'll be fine. You'll be good. All right, he's
They
gonna...
only have a 30% chance to hit me, which means I'm going to die. Absolutely.
5, 10, 15, 20,
Grr!
30. He's
I
got
shout to Ismark.
he'll... he's got to go through. So he's going to provoke 2, because he's got a dash to get through. He'll jump through on this end. So he's going to take 2.
Sorry, guys, they killed our cleric.
Is this
Nearly
revenge
killed me
more?
Revenge for what? You haven't done anything to wrong me.
Technically, I killed your cat somehow. Well, indirectly.
By not showing up. But also,
Yeah.
so did the paladin. So, you're not the only one to blame.
It's true. Alright. So I'll
Bati.
probably just fast track this here more, or Max. There's going to be 12 ranged attacks.
Yep.
And then... Or 12? 12? Because it's... Yeah, 12. And then 6 melee. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh.
5,
Oh.
Fuck me.
6,
Oh.
7,
Already dead.
8,
He's dead already.
9,
He's
Why?
already dead.
Why do
11.
you keep going?
12, because they want his blood.
They already have it all.
1,
I regret
2.
everything.
3, 4, 5, 6.
He's not even there anymore.
He's not.
He's a stain on the ground. This is
He's
like
just a suit of armor now.
all over again.
So what did we learn?
Don't fucking punch twig monsters.
Rewind button. Where's the reboot?
This is D&D. That doesn't exist.
Yeah, so... Garrick, you put up a valiant fight keeping your shield raised to block, but before long, the needles just hit you in vulnerable spots in your armor, and the needle blights descend on you, stabbing you with their sharp ends, and you're feeling your blood getting drained from them, and as they're stabbing and poking and slurping, you go down and you see your ancestors up in the clouds, but then a gray mist obscures the sight as you die.
Goody.
Because yeah, they just would have kept attacking you once you were down. I'm sorry to say, you would have failed your death saves with every hit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep. So, with him dead and Morph not feeling well, I think this is a good stopping point.
Oh yeah, this is a great stopping point.
Fucking. God damn it, Morph.
I feel awesome.
You just had to go and punch him, didn't you?
They got close, yeah.
That's not what you said, and you know Rin's the "that's not what you said" type.
It's true.
I know.
Also, Curse of Strahd is very, very deadly. Always.
Also, he made me teleport inside of somebody
It's true.
in the one shot. Because I
True.
said I teleported to the left.
It's true. He did teleport inside of Shay. And
Really
didn't even buy her
specific.
dinner. You have to be. Anywho, since I was going to do this anyways, you survivors for...
What, kill Max?
No. I mean, technically that probably could give you experience. You did kill Max. No,
Damn it.
but...
I'm helping.
Yeah, no, technically this would have been another little milestone, and I actually need to get you guys higher level, so Survivors, level 3. Max, you and I can figure out a new character for you and
Alrighty.
get you caught up here. And you
Or-
all can absolutely tell Silver it's his fault that he died.
I'm going to.
Good. Alright, so stream and YouTube, thanks for watching. Unfortunately, this one ends on a very somber note with a character death. That's Curse of Strahd for you. Have a great night. Bye.
Second one of the series.
Second one, third combat. Alright.